Isabelle, what are you doing? How you doing today?
Hey guys, I am back at the Nike headquarters. Today they're gonna show us all the World Cup kits that they represent. So I'm super excited. Gabriel, what is your podcast about?
Podcast is about growing soccer in America through the lens of Black culture. Five-Side Media. Follow us on all platforms.
Him in every vlog I do. Maria.
Isabelle, what are you doing? How you doing today?
Good, I'm good. There is like Nike napkins. Oh, actually that rhymes. So we're gonna get coffee and we're gonna get some food. I'm not eating bread, but I can eat the Greek yogurt and the overnight oats.
We're kind of into it. We're actually going to have Stu take us through a few of the kits. You guys are getting an exclusive look at some of the 2026 national team kits. So let's roll out.
Designing the Brazil kit is probably one of the heaviest burdens and greatest joys that you can have as a designer. Again, the European iconography of the knit here is very much based on British culture and identity, and this kind of unapologetic. This is an approach that you'll see as we get into uniforms. You'll see really the home jerseys typifying this idea of national identity. You know, the beautiful thing about the French nation is how stylish they are. When you think about the home of fashion in Paris and culture, think about all the luxury apparel began in Paris. When we talked to the Nigerian team and we went to Lagos, we really went deep. There's this whole subculture of moto and GP and this energy that comes from youth culture and music that we really wanted to tap into.
When we started asking the athletes, like, hey, what do you want? How do you want to feel? Like, how do you want to be represented? One of the big insights that we got was that they are very motivated by the fans in the stadium. If they look up from the stadium, they'll know where the US fans are.
Okay, we just heard from the experts who created the jerseys. Now I'm gonna have one-on-one with the expert of the Canadian Stu and the expert of the United States kit, Jasmine. I have some questions prepared and I'm super excited, but now we're gonna go and check out the other jerseys more closely. Let's go. Here they're gonna give us like a hat. I'm not sure exactly how the hat is, but I'm gonna show you. Now we're going inside the home where all the jerseys are, I think, and then there is this photo booth. Obviously, I'm gonna take pictures here.
These are a must. You have to get these. If you don't get these when it comes out, I'm sorry. You're not in the game. You're not in the league.
Why people should get those?
First of all,
They are nice.
take a look at the sole plates. The pattern, I don't know if you can see it, the pattern, the likeness, you gotta see it for yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Because why? It didn't even come out as yet. It's a secret. Keep that in mind, yeah?
Keep that in mind. Okay guys, here are the kits. Here is Brazil and here is England. This is the home. This is the away. And this one is the one I'm gonna get. Look at France. Look at this color. Amazing. Someone tell me about this color. Look at the crust. I love it. Here is Netherlands. Here's Korea. Of course, that United States. Okay guys, we already saw some of the kits of Nike. Now I'm just waiting to interview the masterminds behind these kits. So, super excited for that. Hi, Maria-Isabelle.
Mucho gusto, Yasmin Rosete.
Primero me encantó que eras mujer ahí diseñando todo y hablaste mucho de los fanáticos, de la importancia que ellos tuvieron al diseñar el la camiseta porque los jugadores dijeron que para ellos es muy importante. ¿Puedes hablar un poquito de eso?
One of the big insights that we received was that the players feel very motivated and energized when they see the fans in the stadium. So they want to be able to identify them in the stadium. So if they score a goal or something happens, they run and they can see the fans. And not only that look of that red, white stripe, that wild jersey that you can see in the stands, but you can also see it on the field. It's fun, but it's also intimidating in the field.
Yes.
But most of all, it's undeniably USA.
And that's why it's so important for fans to buy the jerseys so the players can identify them in the stadium.
Sí, claro, era para empezar era un honor de trabajar con estos jugadores. Todos vienen de diferentes lugares, es un equipo muy diverso y querían sentirse representados en este trabajo. Así es que tomamos mucho cómo se querían sentir, lo que querían y eso lo mostramos en el efecto de la luz en las camisas, que viene siendo el platinum. Viene siendo cómo se siente la camisa de las estrellas y luego también el degradado de color entre el rojo oscuro y el rojo más claro.
So, hablando un poquito del color, ¿la camiseta cambia de color depende de cómo la veas o en qué luz la veas o no?
Más o menos, porque si te pones la camisa home, cuando corren se va a ver un poco diferente, ¿no? O sea, un poquito distraído, ojalá. Pero también el away, como es un knit, tiene un poquito de un elemento de brillo cuando se mueve.
Perfecto. ¿Y ustedes le consultan a los fanáticos sobre la camiseta? Do you ask their opinion?
In an aspect, we check what they like, but most of it is from the athlete voice.
The federation and then you guys.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Because if you service the athlete, I feel like you do a service to everybody. Yeah.
Sounds fair. And okay, the US is celebrating 250 years. Do you guys had that in consideration when making the jersey, or you guys didn't think about it?
I think we knew about it, but I think we wanted to focus more on the team and the squad. And so it's kind of like it comes a full circle because this team, the squad, is part of that 250 years.
Okay, Ronnie was talking about some jerseys are more predictable, like Brazil, yellow, Netherlands, orange, but the US, we never know, right? Is it easier to work on a team that is more predictable or a white canvas like the US?
Well, it depends. I feel like when you have constraint, it kind of pressures you to like get creative with those options. When it's an open canvas, it's a bit more random usually. So it depends on the designer. Some designers like more rules, more constraint. Other designers like more freedom.
And what's your favorite detail from each jersey? That something that the fans might not see it as soon as they see the jersey, but something hidden.
I love the away jersey, the fact that it's a knit, that it's embedded, it's woven in. That's my favorite part, and you touch it. And then overall, the jersey are very tactile. So if you get close, you can feel the swoosh, you can feel the crest, and there's like different heights to it. And then for the home, same thing. Like you have this really crazy, wild print, but when you get close, you could see that gradient of the dark to light red in the actual crest, and it has some sort of height. So it's very like tangible, very tactile.
Thank you, Jasmine.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel to like help design the Canadian jersey now that we all know that you're a Canadian?
I'm Canadian. My secret's out. Yeah, I'm super proud of the work. Like understanding this moment for the Canadian nation, it's like they're inviting the world into their backyard. So making sure that we represented something that truly feels Canadian, that gives them pride, that they can identify with, they see themselves in it. It's a huge body of work.
Were you able to say, oh, because I'm Canadian, this is what they want? Or you had to play more of the role of a neutral?
We have multiple designers and people working with the federation, the players. We go meet the fans, we research, we meet media, we meet journalists, we meet people who love the game from those countries to make sure that the insights that we gather are not from one source. So when you see the maple leaf, when you see it pointing to true north, that didn't come from one person, that came from multiple conversations. So you know that what you design is truly representing who the nation is. And then again, when you see the away jersey, you have this really bad dangerous player mentality that's like, I want to go on the pitch and dominate. They talked about having this dark kit, but then when you think about their journey and what it means to be Canadian, to live in, let's face it, it's cold.
Yes.
They survive, they find a way to train, they find a way to thrive. That's what it feels like to be Canadian. So hopefully the ice that you see split up on the jersey and like the fractalized, the maple leaf coming through those ice shards really represents that identity and toughness, but it also looks really cool.
You spoke about getting feedback from different groups.
Yep.
Were the fans directly contacted? Did you guys have surveys with fans?
We don't do necessarily surveys that are down on paper, but we meet with individuals. As part of our research, we always have to go in, and it wouldn't be authentic if we didn't talk to fans.
Yeah.
I think I can look in the mirror and know that I've done my job. You know, without fans, what is football? So football is like, it's not owned by anyone. It's not owned by the federation. It's not owned by the players. It's not owned by Nike. It's all of us together. And having that rounded perspective makes the best jerseys.
What is something that the fans need to know about the Canadian kid? Like a detail that they probably wouldn't see as they see it.
I think one of the details we love in the jersey, when you talk to Canadian sports people about folklore, there is the lucky loonie that came from a ice hockey moment many years ago in 2002. But the loonie is like a coin that represents good luck, and sometimes we all know that you can play the best game you've got, but sometimes you need a little bit of luck. And for Canadians, like, the loonie represents that luck that came from the players and the fans. And hopefully when they see that lucky loonie embedded in the jersey as a hidden detail, they put it on, they feel lucky, they look good, they feel lucky, they play good, maybe. Who knows what we can do.
And from all the jerseys, which one is your favorite? Oh, you say Nigerian?
Do you know what? It's really hard to put me on the spot. That's like asking me to choose who's my favorite child.
Yes.
I love the Nigeria jerseys. I think they have a freedom of expression that we've come to know. But the surprise that you see within those jerseys, I hope that every football fan who loves the game of football goes out and buys a Nigeria jersey as their second favorite jersey.
Nice.
I can't wait to see all the fans coming to Canada, experiencing the World Cup. It's going to be epic.
From Nike headquarters in New York City, I am Maria-Isabelle.